Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we're going to do a layout. Well, this is a video that was made years ago. We're going to go ahead and remake this layout on the next video, but let's go ahead and see what we did here up front. It looks like I am using the Photo Play collection. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a fall collection, and it was one of my favorites. This is back in the day, guys. I used to get a collection like this one. I think Photoplay has like the paper packs and they come with stickers and just a few papers, maybe 10 papers or something like that. When I first started scrapbooking and I used to get the collections, I would work with them and work with them and work with them. Now I don't do that so much. That's how Mini Kit Monday came along, is because I started getting bored very easily with working on the same collection over and over and over again. But I'm not gonna lie, going back and redoing these videos has shown me that, hey, look, I used to just work with this same collection, work with it till it was pretty much gone. And that was really a lot of fun. It was kind of challenging, actually, to try and get yourself to stay focused on just that one collection until it was used up. That was pretty cool. So I kind of missed that, and I might have to try and get back to doing that, whether it's a collection or a kit, instead of playing with it for just a little bit and then putting it away and starting on something new. Okay, so you can see right here, I am just building some layers up to sit my photos on. These are photos of my little Bailey Boo. She passed away in July. I miss her so much. Wasn't she a cutie cutie? I think she might have been 2 years old maybe when these photos were taken. She was so precious. I feel kind of bad because sometimes Facebook reminders will come up and there'll be photos of Bailey, and I will have said something like, she's a bed hog, or, she's snoring. And now I'm like, oh, if Bailey was here today, I would never complain about her hogging my bed or laying on my face. But she's not. So in my original video, I did show a sketch up front. I could not get a clear screenshot of it to show you guys, but this layout is off of a sketch. Right here you can see I put some gold acrylic paint on my desk, and it looks like I'm taking a paper towel or a wipe and just kind of smudging it around. I am going to go ahead and spray some water into that big puddle of the paint and get myself some gold splatters going on around here. Now this is a design that I've done since this time. I really do like it. It's one where, like, you have your base in the center and you have a strip and whatnot up at the top. I really enjoy this kind of design. So this isn't like something new to me now, because I probably remade this same type of design several times. There is something I do on this one that I'm not super fond of. I'm going to go ahead and put this stripe down right here. You saw that I ripped up the vellum pieces, and I'm going to put a piece of the vellum in the top, and I'm going to put a piece of the vellum down in the main part with all those layers. You see how when I cut that strip out, I made sure I had those little foxes up at the top. This is the same paper collection I used with my last remake. And yeah, it has the cute foxes in it. This is where the cute foxes came from. I'm going to take a frame right here. It's from Maggie Holmes, and I'm going to frame that cute little fox face. I'm going to put it up right like about here. Go ahead and glue that down. I will cut the hangover parts off here in a little while. You also saw I did have another piece of a frame. It was a gold piece of a frame. I think I had cut that up and used part of it in my last remake video, but here I'm using this part of it, the second part of it. I'm just going to tuck it in right down here. Now that frame is thick, so it kind of bumps up the the sides of the papers. Did you see how it was flopping up the left hand side as well? I will go back over to that left hand side and put a little bit of foam tape underneath there to keep those raised, just so they kind of have the same look. Because on the right, they're raised because it's sitting on top of that thick frame. So on the left, I wanted those to be raised as well. Now here is where I kind of think I messed up. I took that vellum piece and I'm going to put it down right there. This one I'm going to tuck under the photo. But the one up at the top, I'm going to put it right where it's at. I really should have flushed that up over to the frame area to make it look nicer in my opinion. Because right now what I'm going to end up having is that frame, maybe about an inch or so space, and then the vellum's going to start, and it looks kind of not super appealing. See, like that? Yeah, that's not really super appealing. When I put this vellum down, the vellum has some gold dots on it, so I just put some of the adhesive, some of the liquid adhesive right underneath where those gold dots are. Here's when I went ahead and cut off that side. I am going to be using flat stickers for my title. I put this one up at the top. It says, I can't remember what it says, something about autumn. And then I'm going to be using these recollection gems. I'm going to use the ones that are kind of an orangey yellow color. Those are going to be splattered down or scattered all around my page by the end of it. This is pretty funny because right now when I am doing this voiceover, it is February 2nd, and I just did a layout, finished a layout this morning, and I used those same recollections dots. I still have several of those left, especially the big ones, because the big ones are hard for me to use, but yes, I still have that pack. And I still use that pack. Apparently not enough, because it should have already been gone. Now you saw I took this piece of tree paper, and actually I think it was a cut apart card, but whatever. I went ahead and cut it down and punched a hole in the top to make a tag. This was before I had got my Tim Holtz tag dies. I did take the other piece of that frame that I cut off at the top and kind of put it the same spot where I put the gold one that I had partially used. So it's kind of neat. It's a frame, a space, and a frame. I think that's a kind of a cool effect. I like that. When I remake this layout, I'm going to tell you, I like this one. Other than that part at the top where I left that big old space with the vellum. Other than that, I do end up liking this one better than my remake. But, you know, that's okay. This one is cute. It could be because of the subject, and it could also be because of the papers I used. I really do love this photo plate collection. So right here I pulled out some older stuff, not older stuff, but things, embellishments I had made for a previous layout. They're not going to work. I'm going to take those off. But I did find these LE Studio cork pieces, and I am going to put a couple of those down around the page like this. Here I'm going to go ahead and decide which I want to use, which color or type I want to use for my tag. I end up settling on the gold. We'll go ahead and string that through there here in a little bit. Now my title, I am going to be using these flat stickers on the title. This right here is a little sticker of a fox. It's going to sit right there. Now I said this in the previous video, the fox that is in this collection for some reason really reminds me of Bailey. You can't really tell too much here because she has her full coat, but especially when she's trimmed down, her face looks really a lot like a fox. So this line really reminded me of her a lot. So I do like to use the little foxes that were in here. I did like to use the little foxes that were in this collection for photos that had Bailey in them. So it ended up choosing the gold you saw right there. Here's where I'm going to pull out those recollections gems again, and I'm scattering those around the page. I don't use any of the big ones. I use all the small ones. Lots of small ones I put on here. Now, when I go ahead and put my title down, the title is Autumn Pup. Now, the autumn is going to be cut off of a cut apart card. I think it was a 3x4 card, and it said autumn, and then there was a decoration underneath it or something. I just trimmed out the autumn part and popped it up on some foam tape, and then I'll go ahead and use the flat stickers to put down pup. See, there's the autumn part, and you can see the pup is on my hand. I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. Now, I feel like maybe I should have put the pup down a little bit further. I don't really like how the letters are positioned. That and the vellum piece up at the top are the only two things I really don't love about this. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time with the remake. Bye, guys.